Alright, so here we are, Game 4. I am now in commentary mode for Game 4. Let's see what the bans are. I wonder if they're going to be the same as they were for the previous two games. I mean, honestly, I think that was just fair bans, to be honest. Well, it looks like Unholy wasn't quite sure how to find the Pokemon he was intending to ban, or something along those lines, and he ends up banning Dragapult. Interesting choice. Let's see what ends up getting banned from the opposing team. And there is the ban of the Hoop. Hoopa is not going to be played this game. And, well, I mean, it makes sense. Even after the Hoopa rotated off of the team for the purple team, it does make sense to ban it anyway, just in case someone else on their team knows how to play Hoopa. Redluck Fox bans Crustle to prevent them from continuing to Crustle. And finally, Ryevji is going to ban Buzzwole to prevent the team on the left from first picking Buzzwole. Now Sceptile is their first pick, which is very important to note. He was their third pick for the first couple of games, and he was playing Jungler, but now he's going to be on Clefable, which is a very, very busted support. In response, we have an all-arounder and a support picked, and it looks like both teams are going to have the sustainability of having a very heal-based support on their team. Now we'll see what the picks are, as it looks like we might have Pikachu. Interesting. Alright, cool, Pikachu. That's always nice to see. And Red Gates is going to lock in the Dragonite. Okay. Now, I wonder if that was intended to switch, or if that was just a real pick. I'm not sure. And Lionheart's taking his time to pick the Delphox, and Delphox is going to be the lock-in. Looks like we might have a jungler coming out from either Redluck Fox or Unholy Knight. And Unholy Knight has picked a jungler. Okay. So that means Redluck Fox is most likely going to be in a lane, and I'm not sure who's the jungler from this opposing team. Honestly, I could see an argument for having a Beldum in the jungle, so you can have a level 5 Matang, just as after the rotation. But I also see the argument for Dratini in the jungle. Either way, it's going to be interesting. The team on the right has no defender, but they've got two all-arounders, and honestly, all-arounders are almost like defenders as far as bulk is concerned. I feel like sometimes they're even harder to kill with defenders, personally. But we will see if that's going to end up being relevant. Redluck Fox has locked in the Garchomp, and for the first time today, we have Clefable not banned, and it was picked first. So, let's see the relevance of Clefable in this game. Honestly, I am willing to bet that Clefable is going to put in a considerable amount of work. I have seen the healing that Clefable can do. I know how powerful Moonlight is, even after it was nerfed. And I believe that this thing is not something you can easily crack through. So it's going to really come down to how this bottom team is able to break through the support. The survivability of the Trevenant plus the Clefable is very, very strong. Also, depending on the build of the Garchomp, Garchomp can be built to be quite tanky as well. But let's not get it twisted. Metagross and Dragonite are both very tanky, and you have a Blissey as well to heal them in the back. So honestly, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Let's see how Unholy does in the jungle, and let's see what Waffles' Pikachu does. This should be an interesting game. Here we go. Game 4. Alright, let's see what the lane assignment for this game is. Alright, so it looks like we're going to have Garchomp and Clefable going top, which is not something you would usually see. Usually, the support opts to go bot lane, and, I mean, an all-arounder going top makes sense, but Garchomp usually, in my experience, is bot laner. we're going to have conflict immediately, as Ryevji at level 2 is going to run a little bit further than he probably should have, and Clefairy is just going to run past it and score. Now Ryevji is just sort of... What's Ryevji up to? I'm not sure. He seems distracted. And the Beldum's going to go in just a little bit too far and nearly faint to this Gibble, but it's going to end up fainting because it's not going to be able to run away in time. Alright, meanwhile, the junglers, what's going on here? We have Unholy getting his clear done, but we also have Redgate's clearing, and he's going to clear slightly faster. And which lane is he going to rotate to? He's going to rotate bot. Now, the Altarias spawn here in roughly 7 seconds, but Redgate's is instead going top, it looks like. So we're going to have some contested stuff in the center. Alright, so here we go. Here is the first wave of Altarias. We are fighting for experience. Blissey is going to evolve and lose out on some experience, but Lionheart gets most of it, which is very, very good stuff. Now Ray and Lionheart are going to be able to contest this quite well. And we have the rotation top lane from Redgates, and it looks like we did get the KO on the Clefable, and we're going to steal the berry to not allow the heal from the Gibite. And yeah, now they're just gonna you know, successfully score. They're gonna score. If they were stacking, they got some points off there. Now Clefable's gonna, you know, just try and stay alive in general as Ryevji tries to dunk 16, which is gonna be a mistake, as Ryevji is not going to succeed in doing that. And Matang is a little bit too far in. Matang's got to run away, but maybe Matang can just outlast the damage that you know, the Gibble can put out. I'm not sure. Anyway, we have a rotation top here from Unholy. Unholy is here. They do not know that. And we have some healing from Clefable's Moonlight ability. And it looks like they've actually decided to abandon, because it is time for the 8-minute fight in the center. But for some reason, the entirety of the blue team opted to go into the center for experience there, allowing some stacking to be done by the top and bottom teams. Or by the lanes, I should say. Now, if you don't understand what I mean by stacking, it's very important that I explain this. There are some items in the game. These items will do things based on you scoring goals. So, a completely valid strategy, for example, the attack weight. It gives you more attack every time you score a goal, with a cap of 6 times. Now, it's very important to note that the more points you have, the harder it is to score a goal. You have to wait longer to score. And as a result, you will have a harder time stacking. So a completely valid strategy would be to just grab a couple of quick points and then go score. Anyway, the objectives are up. The blue team has decided to all 5 rotate bottom, and the red team has decided that they are going to opt to go all top and take this Regieleki immediately. And they are going to do so with rapid high speed, and the opposing team is now... looks like they're pushing the Ray back into her own base, while the Pikachu is trying to go for damage on the Registeel. This is most definitely going to result in the left team getting the Registeel buff, which gives team-wide experience, and a little bit of, I think Registeel is attack and special attack. As well as a quick shield, which is also very nice. Alright, so now we're fighting off of these points, and we're going to try our best to prevent them from just killing all of us, but we have a Unite move coming out from the Zera Aura, which is going to pick up a kill. And very important to note is, like I said, that team-wide experience is coming in pretty clutch here. As you can see, the team on the left does have the lead experience-wise, as, you know, even after the couple of quick level ups there, they are still a total of 2 levels ahead, experience-wise. You have the level 9 Garchomp as opposed to the level 8 Sylveon, and you also have the level 8 Blissey as opposed to the Trevenant, or the Clefable, for example. This is important because, obviously, it means that the team on the right is going to struggle because they have slightly less stats than their opponent. But now, for some reason, they are all down in the bot lane here, and they are going to try and make a big push, it looks like, as Clefable unleashes its Unite move. And here comes the Unite move of Metagross, it looks like, and we're going to just go for the kill. And this is going to be a big team kill. That's a Unite move coming out from the Delphox, and we're just trying to hit this Trevenant, and Trevenant's not going to be able to survive that, but it does get off its Unite move for massive damage, and that's a 4 KO streak for this Metagross. This Metagross is absolutely huge, and after all of that team fighting, the team on the right now has a slight level advantage. They are up a level, which is very, very good. Ryabji is going to do his best to not get killed here, and everyone is going to get scooped up by Trevenant's Tree Hammers, and Trevenant is going to end up picking up the KO on Ryabji, but everyone else is very, very low. Sceptile SMG is going to try and keep everyone alive with Moonlight, and just barely fail, but it's okay. We're gonna fight as we're running away. We finally get the Fire Spin damage off. Fire Spin is such a powerful move, and Sylveon is back, and we're gonna pick up the KO on Clefable. And now we have Redgate's outraging. He's furious. He is outraged. He's gonna get damaged by his outrage though. It has worn off, and that's not good, but he's trying to punch Zera. He's trying to punch Zera, and Zera's gonna not let him get punched. He says, nah, I would live, and he's gonna survive with relative ease. Alright, so now we have 4v3 up top here, as it looks like... Wait, is it only 4v3? Where is... Oh, I see. They were respawning. Alright, so we have a Unite move coming out from Redgates here, but this is just not going well. The team fight, they just don't have the damage, and they need to back away. This Garchomp is level 13, and it has all of the authority in the world here, as you have to be very cautious regarding this huge Pokemon. That being said, they are all they're getting pretty low on health, and we can get some AoE attacks in here, and that's pretty huge if we can pull it off. Alright, Eli... oh, did I call the Metagross Redgates? I meant to say Eli. Eli is on the Metagross this game, and Redgates is playing Dragonite. I said that earlier. Alright, so they're going to actually be able to pick up the rest of the team here, and they really should be ripping this objective, but it looks like the All-Arounders have decided to go down the lane and fight. Which I guess makes sense if you're confident in your ability to win, and it looks like, oh, Trevenant's going to get there with the Wood Hammer, and they are going to also pick up the KO on Redgates, but it's okay, they got Aleki in time. Now what they really should be doing is backing off and getting ready to go fight the other objective. As the team on the right is now down a level once again. Never mind, it's back to even. Alright, and it is Rayquaza time once again, and the blue team has to deal with this Aleki. They have to deal with this Aleki, because Aleki, you know, reducing the goals is absolutely abysmal for the team. Making that goal, you know, practically not a defense at all, making scores free, is huge, because if someone just walks up with 100 points, that's a big 100-point dunk. Anyway, here we go. We have Lionheart getting singled out, and unfortunately not going to be able to survive. Unleashed his Unite move as he went, though, and Clefable is going to unleash the Unite move, and now it looks like we're going to have a couple of other Unite moves coming out. Oh my gosh, we're all just letting it rip, it looks like, and we're somehow surviving this as the red team. Redgates is going to kill everybody, and oh my gosh, their whole team is dead. They need to fight Rayquaza. They need to fight Rayquaza. They have time to do so. We've got two All-Arounders. We've got Dragonite and Metagross. Zeraora is not going to be able to prevent this. And that is a quick not Reggie, what am I saying? Rayquaza kill. Alright, Ray's gonna go score her 100 in the top lane, and it comes down to how this blue team is gonna be able to prevent this. Eli is going to get his shield broken, trying to get into the goal. Lionheart is going to faint, it looks like. Ryabji is just running in for the goal. Is he gonna get it off? No, he's gonna get stunned successfully. They're gonna actually stop all of the Rayquaza scoring in the bot lane, but in the back, Redgates is scoring a 50 without a shield. He's just going for it. And they were not prepared for that, and Zera is the last bastion of hope. And will he be able to stop them? Well, I guess not, probably. Dragonite is going to go in and punch several times. And this is going to be a lot of points. And that will actually do it. That will do it for Game 4. As we now have an even match. The teams are evenly matched. It is 2-2. And Team the Wigglypuffs absolutely destroys this game. They were doing so well from the entire